Being the First Lady of the United States isn't just about public appearances and charity work. It's a life of extreme security, exclusivity, and luxury. Melania Trump, a former supermodel and businesswoman, brought her signature elegance to the White House. But behind the scenes, her life was governed by strict rules and high-level protocols designed to protect her at all costs. From traveling on private government jets to staying in some of the world's most secure residences, Melania lived in a world few could imagine. Her movements were carefully planned, with Secret Service agents ensuring her safety at all times. Whether attending diplomatic events or simply stepping outside, she was always surrounded by a carefully coordinated security detail, complete with armored vehicles and state-of-the-art surveillance. Even inside the White House, Melania had to follow specific security measures. The private quarters of the First Family were among the safest locations on Earth, designed to withstand any threat. She also had access to some of the most exclusive privileges: custom designer wardrobes, world-class chefs preparing gourmet meals, and luxurious retreats at Mar-a-Lago and Camp David, where she could unwind in complete privacy. Her travels were nothing short of presidential, with Air Force jets at her disposal and elite security teams handling every detail, from hotel bookings to dining arrangements. While she carried out her official duties with grace, she was always under the watchful eye of intelligence teams monitoring potential threats. But despite all the security and privilege, Melania maintained her own sense of independence and style. Whether it was her iconic fashion choices or the way she curated the White House's aesthetics, she made her mark as one of the most glamorous first ladies in history. Melania Trump's time in the White House was a blend of power, prestige, and protection, a life of unparalleled luxury, but also one where every step was carefully managed. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the hidden world of First Lady security, exclusive privileges, and the fascinating lifestyle that comes with being one of the most protected women in the world. A sudden shift in lifestyle. Before stepping into the spotlight as First Lady, Melania Trump led a relatively private life, staying mostly out of public attention. However, when Donald Trump won the 2016 presidential election, everything changed. Suddenly, she was thrust into a role that demanded an active presence in both domestic and international affairs. Her daily schedule became packed with engagements, responsibilities, and public appearances. Her travel habits, in particular, became a subject of great public interest. The complexity of her movements and the security measures surrounding them underscored the immense responsibility that came with being the First Lady. One of the most debated decisions she made early on was to remain in New York City rather than immediately relocating to the White House. She chose to stay in Trump Tower so that her son, Barron Trump, could finish his school term at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in Manhattan. While this demonstrated her commitment as a mother, it also posed significant logistical and financial challenges for the Secret Service and other agencies. The challenges of securing Trump Tower. Melania Trump's decision to stay in New York meant that Trump Tower had to be transformed into a heavily secured site. The Secret Service had to deploy additional personnel, establish strict security perimeters, and manage major disruptions to Manhattan's daily traffic. Ensuring her safety in such a bustling urban environment was no small task. Moreover, her frequent travel between New York and Washington, D.C., required advanced planning, government aircraft, and a full security detail. While these measures were essential for her protection, they also raised concerns about the financial burden on taxpayers. Some critics questioned whether the cost of maintaining two secure residences, Trump Tower and the White House, was justified. Despite the controversies, Melania Trump's travel arrangements showcased the meticulous preparation required to safeguard the First Family. Whether it was a routine domestic engagement or an international visit, her security detail ensured that every movement was executed with precision. The Presidential Secret Service. At the heart of the First Lady's security was the Secret Service, an elite agency responsible for protecting the First Family. Every trip she took required an extensive risk assessment, coordination with local law enforcement, and the establishment of secure routes for her motorcade. Additionally, the White House Military Office played a crucial role in handling the logistics of her travel. From securing transportation and accommodations to ensuring uninterrupted communication channels, this agency worked closely with the Secret Service to maintain seamless operations. Melania Trump's tenure as First Lady offered a glimpse into the immense effort that goes into presidential travel. The expenses and complexities involved often became topics of public debate, but they underscored the significant security measures required to protect high-profile figures. The Presidential Motorcade. One of the most visible aspects of presidential travel is the motorcade, a highly coordinated convoy designed for secure and efficient transportation. At the center of this convoy is the presidential limousine, famously known as the Beast. This vehicle is an engineering marvel, built to withstand various threats. It features bulletproof glass, reinforced armor, and an airtight cabin to guard against chemical and biological attacks. Additionally, it is equipped with advanced communication systems, allowing the President or First Lady to stay connected to national operations at all times. The motorcade also includes several specialized vehicles. Secret Service SUVs *, providing additional layers of protection. An ambulance *, ensuring immediate medical assistance is always available. A communications vehicle *, allowing uninterrupted contact with global affairs. Highly trained Secret Service agents operate within the convoy, constantly scanning for potential threats and remaining prepared to respond at a moment's notice. Their expertise in defensive driving and tactical maneuvers ensures the safety of those they protect. Melania Air Travel. When traveling long distances, the President and First Lady rely on Air Force One, a specially modified Boeing 747. However, this aircraft is far more than just a means of transport. It serves as a mobile command center equipped with cutting-edge security and communication technologies. Air Force One allows continuous contact with military leaders, government officials, and international allies, ensuring that the President can lead the country from anywhere in the world. The aircraft also features advanced defense systems to counter potential threats, including missile attacks. Coordinating presidential air travel requires collaboration between multiple government agencies, including the Secret Service, the White House Military Office, the Department of Defense, and the Federal Aviation Administration. Every flight involves weeks of planning to guarantee a safe and efficient journey. Melania Trump's diplomatic travels. When Melania Trump traveled internationally, the security measures became even more elaborate. The Secret Service sent advanced teams to scout locations, assess potential risks, and establish secure zones. These efforts required close cooperation with foreign security agencies to uphold the highest safety standards. A notable example was her 2019 visit to Japan alongside President Trump. The trip was packed with diplomatic meetings, cultural engagements, and a formal state banquet hosted by Emperor Naruhito. While the political aspects of the visit took center stage, Melania's disciplined lifestyle and health-conscious diet also attracted attention. As a former model, she has long prioritized fitness and nutrition, preferring organic foods, fresh fruits, and vegetables. Japan's rich culinary traditions presented a challenge, requiring her to balance respect for local customs with her dietary preferences. Her ability to navigate such situations demonstrated both adaptability and diplomatic grace. The security measures of the White House. Life inside the White House is governed by strict security protocols. One of the most unusual yet essential rules is the prohibition against opening windows. This restriction, though seemingly minor, serves a critical safety function. Former First Lady Michelle Obama once shared an anecdote about this rule, recalling how her daughter Sasha was stopped from opening a window. Years after leaving the White House, Michelle described the simple act of opening a window again as a liberating experience, highlighting the extent of security-driven restrictions. The need for such measures became evident in 2011 when an individual fired multiple shots at the White House. While the bullet-resistant windows prevented any breaches, the incident reinforced the necessity of stringent security protocols. The White House's high-tech security systems. Beyond physical barriers, the White House is fortified with advanced security technology. One such feature is a network of pressure-sensitive pads installed beneath the floors. These sensors detect movements in real time, allowing security personnel to track the location of the President and First Family at all times. This system ensures that any unauthorized access is immediately flagged, helping prevent security breaches. Combined with other defensive measures, such as infrared surveillance and biometric scanning, these precautions maintain the safety and integrity of the White House. Safeguarding presidential meals. Another aspect of White House security involves food safety. Given the risk of poisoning attempts, every meal prepared for the President and First Lady undergoes rigorous screening. A team of food testers samples each dish before serving it, ensuring there is no contamination. The Secret Service closely monitors the sourcing and preparation of food, verifying that all ingredients come from trusted suppliers. This meticulous process is a modern version of the precautions taken by historical monarchs, emphasizing the ever-present security concerns surrounding nation. Melania Trump's time as First Lady provided a glimpse into the extensive security measures and logistical planning involved in presidential travel. From armored motorcades and Air Force One flights to diplomatic engagements and White House security protocols, every detail was carefully orchestrated to ensure safety. Her experiences underscored the balance between personal priorities and public responsibilities, offering a fascinating insight into the complexities of being FLOTUS. Whether traveling across the U.S. or representing the nation on the world stage, Melania Trump's journeys highlighted the power, prestige, and security that define the office of the First Lady.